Morning, sir.
Good morning. Neelkanth, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So, have you done question number these objective questions yesterday or not of Pathfinder book? Question number 4 we were doing yesterday. Several alpha particles of different speeds enter a uniform magnetic field confined to a cylindrical region. If all the alpha particles enter a field radially, what can you say about the time interval spent by them in the magnetic field? So if I have a cylindrical region and alpha particle enters, B is pointing outwards here. If it is pointing outwards, then what will be the path followed? How the force will be acting on the charged particle?
Upward, sir.
The force acting will be QV cross B. Let us check once. B is upwards.
Downward.
How upwards? Just opposite you are saying. Velocity is along
Down.
I cap. Cross magnetic field is along K cap. B is outwards means K cap. Outwards means K cap. Upwards means J cap.
Minus J cap, sir.
This way. So force will be in which direction? Force will be in the direction of minus J cap, I think, right or not? Shiva,
Yes, sir.
are you attending the classes?
Yes, sir. I was attending, sir.
Yesterday,
Yes, sir.
did you attend? Okay, right. So I cross K is equal to minus J. This is the force along minus J cap. Then what would be the path followed? It would be some curvilinear path. And then it will go. You can think it is another circular path. So let me show in another way. I can make another circle here. What would be the radius of that circle? Radius will be V divided by B alpha. For alpha particles, alpha means charge per unit mass, that will be constant only. Alpha, that is charge per unit mass, will be constant. If it is constant, then V can be different for different speeds. So R will be just proportional to V, larger speed, larger. But what about the time spent? They are asking time spent also. Time spent will be equal to
2 pi r by v.
time spent will depend on theta, angle covered divided by B alpha. Time spent will be angle covered upon omega. B alpha is omega, you know that or not? Omega is equal to B alpha.
Yes, sir.
So angle covered divided by B alpha. What is angle covered by angle turned by velocity is also equal to angle between the radius vectors. Are you aware of that? Angle turned by velocity vector is also equal to
Angle between the radius.
angle turned by velocity vectors equals angle between
Two different radial vectors.
radial vectors. Okay, angle between the initial and the final radial vector, we can say. So how the particle will be going? It is going downwards, right? Force is acting in which direction? I cross J, that is minus, that is the direction of force. V cap cross B cap will give us F cap direction, force direction. Minus J cap means it will be tending to go downwards. Here somewhere. Then I have to make a circular path around it. And then it will be again tangent to other side. Velocity will be this way outwards. This is the center of the path followed. And velocity vector. Initial, final. Position initial, position final. Angle turned theta. Now, what do you think will angle depend on? Time definitely just depends on angle. Larger angle turn, larger time spent. Lesser angle turn, lesser time spent. This is radius of the cylindrical region. R is the radius of the path. Radius of path is same only, but but position vector is different initially and finally. Anyway, tell me now, what would be the angle dependent on? What would happen if I give larger velocity? What do you expect? What will become larger? If larger speed is there, then what will become larger?
Radius.
Larger. Radius will be like this here. Then if I take a larger radius, I think it will go that way, and then this
It will have
angle covered will become
larger.
angle covered will this will become larger or smaller, it seems. Check once properly. What is okay? Let us say very large radius. Very large means almost infinite radius. For infinite radius, what is the angle between these r vectors? These are parallel. Angle is 0 degrees. Right or not? On the one extreme end, angle is 0 degrees. On the other hand,
Yes.
if it is a very, very, very small radius, then it will take a turn in this way. If it takes a turn in this way,
Pi, sir. Pi.
then it will be almost making 180-degree turn, pi, yes. So we are noticing that angle covered will become less when the radius is becoming more. Angle covered will become less when the radius is becoming more. You can think in simple ways, like if I have two circles, one is the circle of smaller radius, which is the cylindrical region, magnetic field region. And let me not denote this way, just I'm writing R on the top of it here. This is R. And another is big circle. Or another circle I will take of different radius. Okay. This is the direction of velocity vector radially inwards. It will go outwards also radially. Velocity vector was coming this way and then going outwards this way. This is the circle, and this circle has radius capital R.
Yes, sir.
We can determine this angle theta in terms of capital R and the small r radius. Can we determine or not? We can determine. But anyway, I don't have to determine that. I have to just, I think, answer it. Analysis only we have to do. Analysis is that if the radius is large, then the angle will become radius of path followed. Nilkanta, please. Radius of the path followed R is large, then theta is small. Next we have so the faster is the particle, lesser is the time, right?
Yes, sir.
Faster particle will have less theta,
because it
and less theta means less time.
also decreases.
But this will be wrong perspective if you think that larger speed means it will be able to cover fast, and as if they are following the same path. Not like that. They are following different paths.
Different paths.
The one which has
depends on theta.
But even then, because it depends on angle, and angle is less if the particle is fast. Therefore, we can say less time it will take. Okay. Done. Question number 5. Let us check once. What is the question number 5? Yes, tell me what is question number 5. Have we done this or not? Positively charged particle P crosses uniform electric field of intensity E. velocity of the particle at the entry on the left side of the region is perpendicular to the electric field shown. Speed of the particle on exit is v1. With what speed it will be exiting? It is positively charged. It will be, I think, repelled from the electric field. Electric field is upwards, so it will be following some curvilinear path this way, and then finally it will be parabolic path. It will be only if only electric field is present, and then it will have velocity finally v1, which will be due to work done by electric field. Electric field does work on it, so it gains the kinetic energy as a result. If I have to find work done, I can just say if it is coming out at distance y from the initial line, then it means work done is QE into y. QE into y is equal to half
Equal
of
to
m
half
into
mv
v1 square. We can write in this way.
Yes.
If somebody has given us y, if they have not given us y,
Minus
they
of-
have given us not minus y minus. If they have given us x distance, then we will simply find out first x divided by u is equal to
changing kinetic
time
energy,
taken
na, sir?
inside. Change. Oh yes, you are right.
Ah,
I
you
said
are
I
wrong.
think just half mv square, right? Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
He is right only. Half mv1 square minus half of m into u square. That will be equal to QE into y. Correct. Work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. Right only. This will be the question. Or if they are not giving us this y, then I will have to write x distance is there. Let us say x width is given, then x by u is equal to what? Again, my purpose is not to analyze this. I have not even read the question, but I am just analyzing the situation. Analysis of the situation is x by u will be the time taken. So if time taken is given to us, can we find out y displacement is? Sy will be equal to half of ay into t square will be equal to qe by m into x by u square. This is in fact giving us equation of trajectory also. It is also, if I assume x to be a variable x, then it will be giving us variable y, and that will become equation of trajectory up to this path. After that, it is a straight line. Up inside the electric field region only, it is the equation of trajectory. Anyway, let us read the question now. Velocity of the particle at the entry on the left hand side in the region is perpendicular and speed becomes v1. Now the experiment is repeated with uniform magnetic field of induction superimposed on the electric field. Now we have E this side and B is perpendicularly outwards, I think. Next, what we have to do? Okay, fine. Keeping entry velocity of the particle unchanged. In this experiment, the speed of the particle on the exit on the right side is v2. What can you conclude regarding this? You can easily conclude actually. Okay, it is not difficult question. Don't think that I have to first find the cycloidal path or I have to find. We don't have to do anything. We have to just check in which direction the force is acting on the positive charge. In which direction the force is acting? Velocity is this side. QV cross B. B is
Downward,
upwards.
sir.
Then if you know
Magnetic force downward,
magnetic
electrical
force will
force
be
force in magnetic
downwards.
field is along K cap.
Upwards, sir.
Downward.
V cap cross B cap is the direction of F cap. V cap is along
Minus
I
G
cap
cap.
here, and B cap is along K cap. I cross K is minus J. How are you saying
Minus J
again
only.
upwards? Now
Minus
only
J.
we did this question.
Downwards.
Minus J it will be. Downward
Downwards.
force is acting. If downward force is acting, notice one thing. Electric field is trying to accelerate it up, but magnetic field is trying to accelerate it.
So yes, sir.
Down.
Net force will be decreasing.
So possibilities are there that if QV cross B just balances QE, if they balance only, exactly they balance, then it will be just following a straight line path. One
Straight
possibility.
line.
If Q into U into B happens to be equal to Q into E, then it is straight
Right, like
line path.
no acceleration.
Number one case. Number two, if Q into U into B is less than Q into E, then it will still go upwards. But
Yes.
upwards, its displacement along y-axis will decrease. And if it decreases, what do I expect as a result? Static energy will decrease, right?
Yes, sir.
Displacement along y decreases.
Then velocity, kinetic energy
Okay.
also decreases. Sir. Change in kinetic energy.
Yes.
Then change in kinetic
Kinetic energy
energy
also decreases.
decreases. I'm writing.
So velocity
Or if
also
it
will be
decreases,
less.
then velocity also will be less.
Less, sir.
Therefore, velocity V1, V2, no, we call it V2. V2 will be less than V1.
V1.
On the other hand, if Q U B is greater than QE, third case,
It moves
then what would happen?
downwards.
And we don't know now clearly that whether it will be what displacement it will be having in downward direction. We don't know unless somebody exactly gives us the values now. We can't tell what
We
displacement.
can't conclude.
We can't conclude anything, I think, in this case, because displacement may be more than y. If the field is too strong, magnetic field is too strong, displacement may become more than along y-axis. It may then go downward direction, cover larger distance. Larger distance means it may be then having larger speed. On the other hand, it may also happen reduce. Below it is reducing speed only, right? Work done by electric field is in opposite direction. QE into y will be negative. So we can conclude only one problem will be there. It may return back before even going to the outer side. That problem may be there. It may come back this side. But even if it comes this side, once it exits, and if it exists with velocity v2, then one thing is sure, that velocity will work done by electric field will be negative if the displacement is in downward direction, because angle
Yes,
between
sir.
these
Opposite
becomes
direction.
180 degrees. So I think I can conclude that if QUB is greater than QE, then it comes down, and if it comes down, then delta KE will become negative. Why becomes negative? Because work done by electric field is equal to minus QE into Y in that case, if it is Y is the displacement downwards. Okay, in this case Y is magnitude of displacement in downward direction. Magnitude of displacement along minus J cap. Okay, so understood this one. Kinetic energy will become negative. Change in kinetic energy becomes negative, or final velocity will become less than U. This is the conclusion.
Sir, sir,
Yes.
there is
Yes.
a force of magnetic field also, no, sir. It also do work.
It doesn't do work. That is the
yes,
whole
yes, sir, no,
point.
sir, no. Yes.
What are you
It
learning
shall
otherwise
do
from
work.
this? Magnetic field doesn't do work because Q
Yes, sir, perpendicular.
B
Velocity
cross
is
B
perpendicular.
is, yes, it is always perpendicular to what?
Perpendicular.
It is always perpendicular to velocity. So work done by magnetic field always will be zero.
Yes,
That
yes.
was the whole
Okay,
point
sir.
here. Okay?
Yes.
Magnetic
Okay,
field cannot do work. So then our QUB is equal to QE, straight line path. And in first case, V2 will be V2 will be equal to just U only in first case, right? And it will be less than V1. And second case also, then I think in all cases it is coming out to be less than V1 only. Whatever the case may be, U may be equal to E by B, U may be less than E by B, or U may be greater than
Less
E by B, but in all cases,
than only.
the velocity is coming out to be less than.
Less than
This
V1.
this one. Then answer should be A, B, D. I don't know the answers right now, but you can see whether the answers are right or not.
ABD, sir.
Right, then fine. Next we have question number, let us take 7th. I don't know where I kept this. Sixth one. Question number 7th. It is different, I think. This key is 7 ends up to, okay, I think I'm mixing 6 with it or what? Let me keep 6 also here. Maybe these keys are of 6th question. Seventh question is ending here only. In a region of free space, Can you read this? In a region of free space where uniform and constant electric field E and magnetic field of induction B coexist, an electron projected with speed v in the positive x direction moves underweighted without change in speed. In addition, an electron projected with velocity v projected in y direction in the region also moves underweighted without change in speed. Which of the following conclusions can you make? Okay, we can make conclusions easily. Let us first write down formula for magnetic force. Two places we are getting underweighted, remember, don't forget it. One is when we are making it go along
X-axis.
x-axis, right? Q vi cross B we don't know, but we know Q vi cross B is equal to QE, one equation. Other is Q Vj cross B is also equal to QE. Then only it can go underweighted.
Yes, sir.
There is no discussion about gravitational field. Otherwise, it can go underweighted because of balancing of three fields, E and the force due to B and the force due to gravitation. But here we don't have to take gravitation because they're not having any discussion regarding that. So assume B to be some such a way something so that these both equations are satisfied. We have to think such way of B, such value of B. Can I write B as Bx I cap
Yes, sir.
plus By
By j cap plus
J
Bj
cap
We can
plus
substitute.
Bz k cap, and then Vi cross this, okay, should be equal
Yes.
to Vj cross Bx
cap.
I cap plus By j cap plus Bz k cap. This equation, there are how many equations in this? 3 equations, right? For
Yes.
every vector equation, single vector equation, it is equivalent to 3 equations. V and V will get cancelled out here. So we are getting
Vby equals to Vb.
V into V by and I cross J. I cross J is
K cap, sir. K cap.
plus
I cross K is minus J cap.
V into Bz. I
Minus
cross
J
K
cap.
will be minus J cap,
J cap.
and other side
J cap cross I
B
cap
into
is,
B
minus
X
K cap.
J cross I.
minus K
J
cap.
cross I will be minus K cap.
Yes, sir.
J cross I is minus K cap. Then JJ will cancel 0, and then
I
we are
cap.
left with V into Bz.
I cap.
J cross K.
I cap.
Now we can compare. If I compare both sides, then I am getting here something along K cap. By is equal to
Minus Bx.
By is equal to Bx magnitude wise. Minus Bx I can say. By is equal to minus Bx. One equation. Any other equation which we are having? Bz is equal to 0.
B is
That is the
Bz
second
equal to
equation. Why it is equal to 0? Because one side only I cap is appearing and the other side only J cap is appearing. It means this is 0 into J cap, and that side I can add 0 into I cap. This component is 0 definitely.
Yes, sir.
Then we are left with just Vy is equal to minus Bx. If Vy is equal to minus Bx, we are able to get the conclusion now. Magnetic field is making what angle? Either 45 degrees or 135 degrees with positive x-axis, because in both cases By will be equal to minus of Bx. Means you can think in this way. This is x-axis, this is our y-axis. If I assume By to be positive, then
Yes,
By
sir.
will be this way and Bx will be then becoming negative. Bx will be this side. This is one possibility. Another possibility, I can assume By to be negative. If By is negative, then Bx will become positive. Right or not?
Right, sir.
Then it will be this way.
It has to make minus
This way.
45 or 135.
That
Sir?
is what it means. So either it is making 45 degrees or it is making 135 degrees x, y. So answer should be then D, right only. Okay. They have not
Sir.
mentioned clockwise angle or anti-clockwise angle, so I will assume 45 and 125.
If it is
Both.
actually written minus
Sir.
45 or 135.
Yes, yes.
Sir.
Say. Mhm.
When we are you're saying component that magnetic force will be equal now, sir, due to the x component and y component.
Yes.
To be undeviated, it should be in opposite directions, sir. Both.
Electric field is there, no? Why they-
And also
That only I have
electric
done.
field,
What else we have done?
Sir,
I
minus,
think I should have written minus here, right?
yes, sir.
Ah,
Minus,
that
then
was
we'll
sorry.
get angles also
That was a
same.
mistake. Hmm.
But
Anyway, it was my mistake in
equating
writing
is
the
correct
question,
only,
and
sir.
it is good you pointed it out. Solution finally after that it is correct, but the beginning step itself was wrong, because whenever we have to balance the force, then if especially if it is vectorial equation, magnitude wise it is okay, no problem. QE magnitude wise, this we can write as QE also, but we have to write proper direction. Then I should have written QE plus QV bar cross V bar is equal to 0. Then he's right. I should have written QV cross B equals minus Q. Very good, you pointed it out. Nice. But anyway, after that it is correct only. After that nothing is wrong. So remaining also you can get now. I think E will be not equal to VB, but E will be here.
Perpendicular to X.
I think less than VB. Will it be less than VB or not? Why is it less than VB? Because we know angle is not 90 degree. QE is equal to QV into B into sine. Either we can write 45 degree or we can write 135 degree. But that will be 1 by root 2. So QVB by root 2 is equal to QE. This conclusion we can reach at last.
Yes, sir.
ATD option.
Then we are getting which options?
A
Yes,
is
sir.
less than V on
And
VB.
C is also we are getting.
A is also correct. C, what is C? Electric field is perpendicular to XY plane. Yes, it has to be perpendicular to XY plane, I think.
Because it is perpendicular
Because
to
magnetic field is in
XY plane.
because
it should be perpendicular
right.
to both V bar and V bar.
7 is also done. Now 6th question, what is it? A particle of mass m and charge q is moving with constant speed in a region of space where uniform and constant magnetic field and electric field coexist in mutually perpendicular horizontal directions, in addition to gravitational field of intensity g. There are 3 fields here. E and B are mutually perpendicular, first of all, and along with that, G is also existing. B and E are in which in horizontal directions. B and E are in horizontal directions. Then I can assume B to be I cap, and I can take some axis like this, x axis, this side, or maybe this side x, this side y, and this side z. I have to take, right, because it should satisfy I cross j equal to k. By right hand thumb rule if I use, then it should be satisfying this. Therefore, I have to choose in this way only x, y, and z. Or if I can choose x this side, then this will become y, this will become z. This will be in that order only. Anyway, now, which direction you want to take B then? Any one direction. Maybe this is B, then this will become E. Okay. Next, we have after the magnetic field and electric field are switched off, the minimum kinetic energy of the particle is observed to be half the kinetic energy when all these fields were coexisting. Minimum kinetic energy is observed to be half of the kinetic energy when all of these fields were coexisting. All of these fields means including mg also. What is the direction of u? Velocity not given. They are just giving us B, E, and G, and after magnetic field, electric field are switched off. These two are switched off. The minimum kinetic energy. Then it will be projectile motion if it is both are switched off under mg. If the charge particle is moving, what motion it will be having?
They
This
have
projectile
given
motion on.
constant speed. It means
They have given what?
constant speed. So like before case we can balance.
Yes, yes, it
magnetic
is
flux.
already given constant speed here.
Constant speed is given, sir. So we can balance 3 fields.
When all are coexisting. So it means I can, yes, like last time we can say it this time, but we have to, let me write then 3 fields together. One is QE, I have taken along I cap plus QV cross B. QV cross B will be V, we don't know, it is unknown. And B we know, B is along, I have taken it to be along J cap.
Yes, sir.
And plus MG will be definitely along minus
Minus
K
K cap.
cap, downwards, vertically downwards. This total should be equal to 0. This total should be equal to 0. Velocity has again Vx I cap plus Vy J cap plus Vz K cap. Q and E. QE along I cap plus QV this cross V along J cap plus or minus MG, I'm writing directly, minus M into G along K cap is equal to 0. There are again 3 questions. Let us see what relations we get from those 3 equations.
QEX.
First equation is along I cap. Along I cap, I have which values? QE one
and
side. Other side
minus-
I cap I will get if I take K cross J.
Minus QB V3, sir.
K
Yes, sir, K
minus
cross.
Q into
QB.
VZ
VZ into B.
into B because
cap.
K cross J will give me I. Minus I which will give, right? Minus. And this is only along x-axis. First, let me write along x-axis. Along x. Similarly, along y.
Along Y 0, sir.
And then along z. Along y is it 0? Let me check once. This is nothing here, nothing here.
Yes.
Then only one remains. That should be definitely 0 only, correct? So I can say Vy into B should become equal to 0. Along z. Along z it is K here. And here we will be getting by taking I cross
J is K
I
cap.
cross J will give me K.
Yes, sir. Then
Q
QB
into Vx into B
minus MG.
J. Sorry.
Sir, along
not
y,
J.
Vz into B equal to 0, sir.
Along Y.
Vz into
Along
B.
Y, no component will be there in that equation.
Correct only. 0 only, sir.
No, he is right also. He said along Y. Component will be, which component will appear along Y? Along Y component will appear, which will be Vz into, sorry,
No, sir. No
No
component.
component
no
will
will
be
be,
there.
nothing will appear.
sir.
Don't even have to write this
We
equation.
don't need to write that, sir.
I don't have to write this equation. I should write it as
Just 0. Plus 0.
because no
It's
component
zero,
is appearing,
sir.
right?
No
This
component.
K cross J is along a
Minus
different direction.
Yes, sir.
Minus I, sir.
And J cross J is 0 only, and this is along, so no component will appear.
All
I
are
should have
along
written just
I
0 only.
cap and K cap.
0 equal to 0, we can say.
So here minus MG, sir.
What about QVX?
B
Equal to,
minus MG
QVXB minus MG
is equal to 0.
is equal to 0. So we get Vx into B into Q is equal to MG.
MG by Q.
Second equation, first equation. We are concluding one thing, that we don't care about Vy. It may be there,
Yes, sir.
but we don't care. It may be any value. It may be any value. We don't even worry about that. Which side y means? Y means it is along B. Along B, it could have any component. We don't know what it is. It could be any component along B. But we know Z component should be exactly fixed.
QE by E by B, sir.
This was QE. Was it? What was it? I have written equation.
E by B, sir.
E by B, sir. Q get cancelled.
Was it equal to 0 or what?
Yes, sir. Equal to 0.
Yes, sir. Equals 0.
Then Vz becomes equal to
E
E
by
by B. And
And
Vx becomes equal to
MG by
mg.
MG by QB.
These two things we are getting here. So velocity vector, let me write down. Velocity vector is coming out to be mg divided by qb along I cap plus some unknown value which we don't know, it could be anything, plus E by B
K cap.
along K cap.
K
This
cap.
is velocity vector. Now, second condition we have to use. Second condition given is after the magnetic field and electric field are switched off, the minimum kinetic
Kinetic
energy
energy.
of the particle is observed to
Equals
be
to the half
half
of
the kinetic energy when all these are coexisting. So, first of all, let us switch off electric and magnetic fields. Two forces are gone away. Only one force remains.
Gravity.
Due to that single force, which are the horizontal fields here? These are horizontal,
I cap and J cap.
and this is
Vertical.
vertical, right? So, according to them, if I now let me say this is projected in this way, horizontal field and the vertical field here, and this is it, angle making maybe theta, and
I
then
cap and J cap
minimum
will
kinetic
remain
energy.
constant.
No change in horizontal. Sir.
Minimum kinetic energy will be at the highest point. Minimum kinetic energy at highest point.
And it is only due to E by B.
Only yes, sir, only horizontal velocity.
Yes.
Minimum kinetic energy is half of the initial kinetic energy. Half of initial kinetic energy is minimum kinetic energy. What is initial? Half of m into
Root of VV square
Vx
plus VH
square
square.
plus Vy square plus Vz square. This is the initial kinetic energy, and
Yes,
half
sir.
of that
Yes, sir.
will be equal to minimum. Minimum is involving
Half
only
into
horizontal component. Vertical component will become 0.
Vx
VX
square
square
Horizontal
plus
will
VY
remain.
square.
Half of m into Vx
Vx
square plus
Plus
Vy
VY
square.
square.
Let us now solve this equation. What we get from here? M and M cancelled.
Vy
One half
square
is
equals
also
We get
cancelled.
VY square plus VX square equal to VZ square, sir.
Vx square by 2 plus Vy square by 2 plus Vz square by 2 is equal to Vx square plus Vy square, or Vx square
Plus VY
plus
square equal to
Vy square by 2 is equal to Vz square by 2. We know, I
Root-
think from here, what will be the value of Vy, because Vy was the only unknown. We were already aware what is Vz, what is Vx. Vy was the unknown, which we can get now.
root of VZ square minus root
Then
VX.
Vy square I can write. It is equal to Vz square minus Vx square under the root.
VY.
What is that finally?
Hmm.
What was Vz? Check it. E upon B. E upon B square minus mg
mg by Q.
divided by QE square under the root. Let us look at the options. Option this and this and this.
Option C.
Pointing in which direction we have to check
Along
that
the
also.
direction of BY.
Was it point? Yes, this is V by, and V by means we have taken
Yes,
along
sir. Along the direction of BY.
Foundation of B bar.
right only. Then we are getting answer. Next question after that. Question number 9. 8th also we can take. 8th one first. Question number 8. So it is a square loop here, and it carries, I think, current or not. Carrying electrical current.
Yes, sir. Only some part is having magnetic.
Motionless. Horizontal it is. It is top view. Don't forget, it is not vertical. It is top view on frictionless horizontal surface.
Magnetic field is upwards.
Magnetic field is pointing upwards here. Dot magnetic field direction, and not in the entire region. But by the way, it is not in
Some
entire
part.
region. It is only in left hand side. I think this part is only magnetic field here. This part is magnetic field. Other side we don't have any magnetic field region. This is the situation here. Pointing upwards. Next.
Torque on that path.
Consider the different lengths. X is always less than y. Whatever x and y are, we don't know, but x is always less than y. Which of the following conclusions we can make? So I think we have to write equation of torque, because they are asking clockwise or anti-clockwise, how will it move? So we will have to write the equation of torque. So to write that equation, let us take y and x part here. The magnetic force will be acting on y part only, and that will be at the center of y. Direction of magnetic force, let me check properly. I have to see the direction of current. Direction of current was given this arrow this way, then this way, upwards here. Magnetic field
Rotating in
upwards.
clockwise
Clockwise.
direction. Clockwise
Now-
direction.
Clockwise.
Let us check once I is in this direction.
Sir,
This
it
side?
is rightwards, sir. Force is rightwards.
Okay, let us check once. This is, let us say, y-axis. Let us say this is our x-axis. Then z-axis will be pointing
Magnetic
upwards.
field upwards.
Z will be upwards. Then I know that what is the formula for force? IL cross B. So force will be in that direction. F cap will be along L cap cross B cap, because F magnetic is equal to IL cross B.
P. Yes, sir.
This is giving us direction. But here we know L cap is in which direction? L cap is in
J cap.
J cap cross K cap.
J
equal
cap
to-
direction. B cap is along I cap. So J cross I
Sir,
is
B is along K, sir.
B is along K cap.
K. J cap cross I cap. K cap. I cap, sir. Finally.
Finally I cap. I cap means it will be then
Rightwards.
in this direction force, rightwards force. From the center, there will be a rightward force like this. Let us say it is F. What should I call it? F1. What about on this other one? On that in this.
Y, sir. On positive X.
It will be top, sir.
Are you sure? Let me check
Upwards,
once.
sir. Upwards.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Upwards.
Yes, sir.
I have not given a very simple quick trick also to find out these directions.
We are
Today I
having
will give, maybe no only I will give, in fact.
Right
And
hand.
a better you
right hand thumb rule we can use, sir, directly.
right hand thumb rule is that there is that is also good, but there is another way also. But one other way of
Right-hand
thinking.
rule.
I will discuss afterwards. Not any such rule. It is just some very different thing actually. Anyway, let us first finish it. Then after that I can tell that. Center of the loop I am taking here, so I have to take the torque about the center of mass, obviously. So I have to see what is the torque acting here about the center of the loop. Okay. Torque we take either about the instantaneous axis of rotation or fixed axis of rotation or about center of mass. Why we do so? If I take torque about any other point, then that point may be accelerating. If it is accelerating, then I have to take pseudo torque. I don't want to get into such complications. So I have to take torque only about the center of mass, because about center of mass, even if pseudo force is acting, then that will also be producing zero torque. Right or not? Even if some pseudo force is there because of the unbalanced forces, then the torque due to pseudo forces will be zero. Okay. Right. What is torque due to F1 and in which direction? That is about center this direction. I can say anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
What is torque due to F2? Torque due to F2 is clockwise.
Clockwise.
And what is the value of F2? F2 value is which length, on which length it is
IX.
acting? It is acting only on
sir.
X part
Mm.
only. I can say IXB.
B.
Direction is along J cap.
Yes, sir.
And F1 I can say is
IYB,
IYB.
IB, I cap.
B, and direction is along
I
I
cap.
cap.
Then what is the value of torque about center? From center, what is the distance of F1?
F1 is at a distance A by 2 minus X. If A is length.
This distance I can get by
If you know side
What
length,
way?
we can tell, sir.
Side length is L given already.
Then L by 2 minus y we can tell.
Let me check. Is it right or not? I think you're right only.
Yes, sir. Because
It
half
is
of the
y
length
by
minus
2.
y.
It is y by 2, and from here to this place it is center to this place it is L by 2. So
So
what
L
we
by
are
2
subtracting?
plus
We are subtracting y by 2 from L by 2. So we are getting this. Right or not? L by 2 minus
y by 2.
y by 2. So torque will become then, due to 1, the torque is F1 into L by 2 minus y by 2. And direction is, as we know here, which direction? This direction, or outwards, or k cap. What about torque 2? F2 into this perpendicular distance in the same way,
We can tell
L by 2
minus
minus
x by 2.
X by 2.
x by 2. Direction
Is
opposite to that,
uh,
or plus or minus k cap. Now I have to check
minus
what is net value of torque. Torque 1 plus torque 2. Let us write the value of torque 1 plus torque 2, that we are getting I into
we can subtract F2 into
y
x
into
by
b into L by 2 minus y by 2, and minus I into x into b into L by 2 minus x by 2. Just putting the values of forces from here. Magnitude. These are magnitude of forces here, by the way. Okay, and that total is along k cap. Now I can decide whether if it is coming out to be k cap at last, then k cap means dot, or it means uh,
Depends on
anti-clockwise. K cap means
Anti-clockwise, sir.
anti-clockwise or dot. So when it will be along k cap, if this term is more than this term,
Yes, sir. It depends on magnitude.
this is greater than this, then it is k cap. If this is less than that, then it is minus k cap. So all depends whether it is greater than that or not. One thing is already given. Don't forget that x is always less than y. It is given already. X is always less than y. So we will arrange it in such a way so that we get clear idea. L by 2 terms I will bring together. I into b into y minus x into L by 2. Will this term be positive or not? Positive only, because y is always
Yes, sir.
greater than x.
Also on this.
Y minus x. These two terms I am bringing. First two terms I am bringing together. Then next two terms. Next two terms are minus
Sir, if you write that,
I
we get x
into
square minus y square.
y square by 2 and plus, yes, I think x square I can write.
We get it as y square minus x.
I can
X
write
square minus y square.
plus. I can write plus, and here it will become x square by 2 minus
So
y square by
now
2
we can take y minus x common and we get y plus x. Sir. Then both will be positive.
into k cap. So we are getting now I taken common, b taken common, y minus x also taken common. Inside
Yes,
we are just left with by 2 also taken common. L plus is it right or not?
L minus.
No, sir. L minus, sir. It is.
It is minus.
Yes, sir.
Oh, because it is y minus x common. Y minus x is common, then correct only minus.
But even though
Now
it is
we have
positive
very
only,
simple conclusion we can draw. We can draw very simple conclusions that whenever x plus y will be more than L, then it will be negative. If x plus y is less than L, then it will be positive. So now reach the conclusion from here. You will get the answers. If x is less than L by 2 and y is equal to L by 2, then sum of these two will be less than L.
yes, sir.
Sum of these two is less than L, then it in which direction it will rotate? If sum is less than L,
It will be rotating in k cap
If-
on it.
Anti-clockwise.
x plus y is less than L, then rotation is k cap.
Minus anti-clockwise.
Torque is k cap means anti-clockwise.
Yes, sir.
Anti-clockwise. K cap is anti-clockwise.
Minus k cap is clockwise.
So first is correct only. Second one, x is less than L by 2, y is also less than L by 2. Again, same thing, anti-clockwise only because total length is less than L. What if x is less than L by 2 and y is greater than L by 2?
It will be greater than L now.
We can't say, sir.
We can't say.
Greater than.
Yes.
We can't say.
D is right. We can't say, so therefore D is right. More information is required now to decide which way the loop is rotating. Therefore, D is the correct answer. Okay. Next question after that we will take. 7th is done already. 8th is done. And I don't know where is the 9th one. So let me take 10th and 11th. Somewhat lengthy to read. Have you attempted it before or not?
No, sir.
You can do it, I think. I can just see from the options, and from options I can tell it is based on magnetic dipole moment and the field due to magnetic dipole moment, and we can use the same formula as we use for the
Yes, we can do
electric field.
2 kp not by
And I
equal to
think
KP
here
naught by Y.
here they are just explaining that dipole moment is P, then magnetic dipole moment is M, and we can just use. Oh, it is nothing. This is nothing special here. All we know already. I told you yesterday itself. I represented magnetic dipole moment by capital M. They are represented by small m. That is the only difference. In HC Verma, they represented by mu. So we can represent in different ways. Okay, so you can do it then, right?
Yes, sir.
Attempt it after this class ends. You can get the answer, I think. So I'm just leaving it. Work done is also there. We're saying, let me check what they have asked. Magnetic induction we can get easily, not difficult task. Unit vectors in the radial and the transverse direction are denoted by ER and theta. ER is r cap direction. This is ER, and theta means this direction will be theta along increasing. Theta will always be taken in the direction of increase of theta. So we started theta from this side, and it is increasing in this direction. So I will take E theta. This is the transverse direction. ER E theta. Now, what they have asked, we have to find. I think if you know how to find out the net magnetic field, then you can take ER and A theta components also. And for that, first of all, you have to resolve. You have to resolve
ER
the
and A
M vector
theta.
into components. One component will come out to be M cos theta,
M
and other
sin
component
theta.
will come out to
M
be
sin theta.
M sin
M
theta.
sin theta.
Easy one is. We can write directly.
Right? Huh? Well, you can do. I think you can.
Yes, sir.
You
M
can
cos
attempt
theta
it.
ER cap and
M sin theta is in other side.
minus M sin theta E
So
theta.
due to M sin theta this side, and due to M cos theta this side only. Okay. So we can get here. Let me write now only. How much will be due to M sin theta? Due to M sin theta, it will be K into M sin theta by R cube along E theta,
Minus C theta.
and due to M, not minus E theta. It is this side. It is already opposite
yes,
to
sir.
that side.
E theta only. E theta.
It is already opposite to that side. And due to ER, it will be in the direction
2K M cos theta by R cube.
2K M cos theta divided by R
R
cube.
cube
That will be along
into
ER
ER
cap. So we know this, right? We can get the answer. Now, if we want to resolve into I cap and J cap component, then you can resolve. How to resolve? We have to resolve both components separately. One component we have to resolve along X and Y,
We can write two
and the
equations.
other component also, both we have to resolve. B along theta direction and B along R cap direction. This we have to resolve along X and Y separately, and we have to add then along I X cap. What is the net component? That net component is not difficult to calculate. It is theta. It is also theta. Then we can write net component will be B theta sin cos theta. Sorry, B theta cos theta is along I cap plus B radial into sin theta.
Sin
This
theta.
total is along
I cap.
I cap. This is, if it is along I cap, this is Bx. Similarly, you get Vy. Vy will be, what component of Br is along Y? That is cos theta component.
Cos theta.
So Br cos theta.
Minus
But
C
what
theta sin.
Minus
component is
B
opposite to
theta
that?
sin.
That is B theta's component. Minus B theta
Theta
into
sin theta.
sin theta. That is along j cap. So we are getting by and we are getting bx. So I think which one is the answer? Then you can you have a quick glance and tell, or maybe do it yourself slowly afterwards. Okay, I'm just giving you how to do. Hint I have given. 12th part. Small magnetic dipole moment MP j cap is placed at a point P. Where is P? Somewhere else. Find the work done by the forces of magnetic interactions. If this new dipole is rotated to align in a position vector of point P. Okay, right. I understood what is this question about now. This is one magnetic dipole moment already M. They are saying at a position P, we are having one which is along the radial direction. Another MP is in the radial direction. They are saying that. No, not radial. No, oh yes, radial only. First, it was along J cap. MP was along J cap, and then it is rotated from MP along J cap to MP along R cap. Or they are not writing R cap; they are writing it as ER cap. This is how it is turned. In that process of turning it, rotating it, what work we are doing? Same way as we have learned already that work done will be change in potential energy. And change in potential energy, we know for electric dipole, it is minus of P dot E is the potential energy. Similarly, for this magnetic potential energy will be minus of M dot B. So if you want to find the change in potential energy, first you find the initial. Take dot product of this M vector, MP vector, with field due to the other one. This both cannot be due to itself. Field due to M in the location of P, that will be, let us say, B, and in vector form, that's dot product of that B with MP I have to take initially, and I have to take finally dot product. Final dot product is very easy to calculate. Why? Because the dot product will always be due to E theta 0. E theta is perpendicular to this. So dot product will be only due to this ER.
AR cap.
Okay, due to ER it will be, right? So do it now. I have given you enough of hint. If you are not getting answer, tomorrow will be the right time to discuss. First, I want you to attempt yourself. Okay, attempt it once. Use this same formula as you already know. Next one is question number, I think, second passage. Thirteenth and 15th questions. So this last question I have not done completely with purpose, so that you go through the formula also, understand those properly again. Okay, and then try to attempt yourself only. That is the reason why I did not do. Although I have given you enough hint, I have in fact explained completely only. F is minus VB. I think this we have done already yesterday. This kind of question.
Same
We can do
question.
it.
Drag is there.
Viscous drag is there. We have done this question yesterday, but they have asked, I think, more questions here, not just a displacement. What else they have asked? Particle moves in spiraling path. We know already in such cases it is spiraling path, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Spiraling paths. Spiraling into a point means it will go like this and it will keep on spiraling to a point, I think. Not spiraling away from a point. Away means like this, it will keep on increasing, not increasing. It is
Goes on increasing.
decreasing and finally it will become zero. So spiraling into a point. Second is, in the presence of magnetic field, if the particle is practically stops at 6 meters away from the point of projection, the magnetic field is equal to. I think yesterday's question, if you see again, and you notice that in that, if I give you S equal to 6, then you will be able to find out what is the magnetic field. So this you will do yourself again. But if I look back the question which I have taken yesterday, magnetic induction is not doubled. This also you can do. How far from the point of projection will the particle? You can do all this. I am just leaving it now, based on the yesterday's question only. But please attempt it definitely. Okay. Let me take some other questions then. Maybe I could take. Whose doubt is this question number 15? Somebody has asked this also as doubt. Can you do it now or not?
That is yesterday question, sir. Already discussed.
Already discussed, fine then. Two particles of equal masses m and having unlike charges q are placed in free space or not apart. And the magnetic field sufficient to avoid collision of the particles. Minimum separation of the particles will be. I think fifth is easy. You can do such questions easily. Do it yourself only. Fifth, seventh, this I'm not taking. I will prefer some difficult question. One question I was having in mind, that is, maybe I can take this one. Question number 19 I will take. A particle of mass m and charge q is projected with velocity v naught in a viscous medium where a uniform and constant magnetic field of induction B exists everywhere in a direction perpendicular to the direction of projection of the particle. Okay, B is perpendicular to velocity. Again, viscous drag is acting here also. Find the distance, but question is different, not displacement. Find the distance traveled by the particle during a time interval from the instant of the projection until the velocity vector turns by 2 pi radians. Can you do this? Remember, it is not displacement, it is distance. And also remember, distance is not just equal to magnitude of displacement. It is different. So we have to be careful here, right? In one full rotation, how much is that distance covered? We have to find out. Let us do. What will be, okay, I will analyze it and you do it yourself afterwards maybe. Okay. Let's say I have a particle going in a spiral like path and coming here to rest finally. They're not asking this total displacement, they are asking the distance traveled, and that too they are asking when it is just turning, if it is initially going along y-axis, let us say, and then finally when again it will start going along y-axis, let us say here, then this not only this displacement, they are not asking displacement, they are asking distance up to this. How to find that? Now appearing to be complicated problem, but understand here two forces are acting. One force will be responsible for change in direction only, that is magnetic force, but BV will be the force which will be responsible for change in magnitude, right or not?
Yes,
And
sir,
work
along
can be
that.
done only by BV. Only BV can do work, other forces cannot do work. BV only can do work. If we know BV only can do work and BV is always along the length, then I can just directly quickly say that BV into S will be the net work done. That will be equal to half of M into
V square
V final square.
minus V square.
And work done is also negative work done. Why negative? Because VV will be opposite
Opposite
distance,
direction.
right? Work done will be negative. This S is displacement or is it distance? How do you know? What is it?
Distance only, sir.
Minus
That's not
BV into DS. Minus BV into DS. This is magnitude of first vector into magnitude of second vector into cos of angle between these, that is equal to -1 already I am writing. It is magnitude of first vector into magnitude of the second vector into cos of pi. That is equal to work done by this force.
we can integrate.
Which will definitely be, it will definitely be no magnitude of distance, right?
Yes, sir.
So, but everything it is ds integral, I think, right? BV, because BV is not constant, so it has to be done by integration. That will give me half m VF square minus half of m into vi square. This will give me that. But how do we integrate? That is again one question. I can write this integration as v into dt or not. We can write minus v square into dt integral. That is also equal to this thing. Fine. But I have to first find out what velocity as a function of time. Do I know what is the velocity as a function of time? Or speed as a function of time? I can get speed as a function of time if I know that this equation is simple. bv backwards, then acceleration will be bv by m. This is tangential acceleration only. Why tangential? Because I told you there are two accelerations possible for any curvilinear path. One is
Tangential and
perpendicular
centripetal.
acceleration, one is
Tangential.
tangential and centripetal. Centripetal is perpendicular to the velocity direction, and we already know this is only because of magnetic force. The tangential will be because of bv. And I don't know you remember or not, rate of change of speed with respect to time is equal to
Yes,
tangential
dv by
acceleration.
dt.
Initial acceleration.
Okay. Then I can say bv will be equal to dv by dt, but it is decreasing, so I can write minus here. Minus bv is equal to dv by minus bv by m is equal to dv by dt. Here v is now just speed only. Don't forget that part. That is just speed only, not velocity. Anyway, dv by v is equal to minus b by m into dt integral, and limits going from
0
initial
to t.
velocity given as v. Finally, what should I call it? V dash, and m is t 0 to t minus b by m into t is equal to ln v dash by v. So I can write v dash is equal to v into e raised to power minus bt by m.
You can
Okay,
substitute.
we are getting this. But there's again a problem.
Sir, one
Actually,
doubt,
I'm still not able to do it. Yes.
Sir, here can we write
Yes.
dt as d theta by b alpha? Sir?
Can we write it as
D theta by b alpha.
d theta by d alpha what?
B alpha, sir. B alpha.
B alpha? B alpha.
Yes, yes, sir.
Now we can write that d theta is b alpha is what, omega? Yes, that is also, this is time. This is better approach. This way we can get time, no? Time in one rotation. Because I have to integrate in terms of theta. We can write that obviously. This is velocity. They are asking velocity or time. But no, they are neither asking velocity nor they are asking time. They are asking distance traveled. Anyway,
But
we are
have to
getting
find
velocity
time,
as a-
sir.
so time we will get by this formula, which he said right only. What is that? D theta divided by omega will be dt integral. So limits here will be going from 0 to theta,
And here
and here limits will be going from 0 to t.
Sir,
So
theta is
t
given as
is equal to, no, I want in general, means I understand you are right only. I want in general relation, so that whatever theta they may give, and we can write in general what answer we will be getting.
theta by omega.
So we are getting here d theta by omega. Omega is b alpha. B is constant. Alpha is constant. So 1
theta
upon
by omega.
b alpha into theta only, right? Simple theta by
Yes.
b alpha. Then I can write v dash now equals to v into e raised to power minus b divided by m into theta divided by b alpha. That is velocity. After that, if I want distance, then I can write speed. This is not velocity, this is speed, by the way. Distance will be this. And that would be equal to, I don't need that energy equation. Did I write before? It was not required here. I think energy equation I don't even need. It is enough. Distance is equal to v dash into t. What we are getting now?
Then we can put actually t on
V
it, sir.
into e raised to power minus b by
B by
m
m.
into b alpha into theta.
Sir, instead of
into-
that we can put t, sir.
Huh?
That means first we can integrate and later we can put time now, sir.
I
I
got
mean,
the point. You
Alright.
are saying that I can write theta as
theta by b alpha as t only, and into dt we can write.
Into dt we can write.
Yes, sir.
No, I sorry. I see this is no. We have to write in terms of theta because we want answer up to theta. No, that was it was okay. Only no problem. Into e raised to power minus b by m into theta by b alpha. No problem in that. Into d theta by
B alpha.
b alpha again.
Yes, sir.
Integral 1 by b alpha into v, and also what it will be next, b alpha divided by m divided by b, and with minus sign also, into e raised to power minus b theta by m into b alpha, limits 0 to theta. So we are getting at last result as 1 minus e raised to power minus b into theta by m b alpha into v by b alpha into b alpha cancel here,
Yes, sir. B alpha, B alpha.
v
can-
by
EM
b
by B.
into mv by b.
That's it. Sir. Hello, sir.
I had lost the connection. Wait, let me join again. So I was about to tell that I want to attempt. Yesterday, somebody asked, can we get the equation of trajectory or not? I have to see myself, can we get or not? I am not sure. Let us try. Equation of trajectory we want to get. My idea is how I am planning to do it. My plan is that if at any instant of time, if we are able to get the displacement, which is nothing but equal to position vector also, okay, that is also displacement. If I take the initial point to be origin, then position vector will be also equal to displacement. That is my aim. I want to get the position vector, and I also want to get the angle turned by the position vector. If I get r and theta, then it means I have already got the equation of trajectory. We can write equation of trajectory in terms of r and theta, or we can also write in terms of x and y. So let us see which we get fast. If we get x and y relation, that is also good enough, or if we get r and theta, that is also good enough. Anyway, let us try once. First of all, what is the force? QV cross B minus VB, that is equal to mass into acceleration dV by dt, which we can write as we did yesterday. M into this is becoming Q into V cross b into dt minus b into v into dt integral. That is m into initial velocity was u, let us say, final is let us say v. So we get v minus u, and that happens to be equal to q into s cross b. S is nothing but position vector also, minus q into s, b into s, which is equal to q r cross b minus b into r vector, because s is equal to r minus initial vector is nothing but 0. Change in position, final minus initial. This is value of m into v minus u. To get the equation of trajectory, I have to eliminate xi cap plus y j cap cross b. I can choose the direction of b also here, maybe along k cap minus b into xi cap plus y j cap, and that is m into v minus u. That is this value. How many equations do we have here? U is given. V is not known. We want to get V at a position, at a given position, let us say x and y is given, then we can get V. On the other hand, if velocity is given, then we can get this position, I think. Right.
Depends on initial velocity position vector also.
Initial position vector, we will assume something at last. It is just a constant vector, so I think nothing much to worry about, and it is our choice what we want to take it. Because if we do it for one particular case, then it can be done for any other case. I could have taken initial velocity along j cap only. I could say that initially I'm projecting it along j cap, or initially I'm projecting it along minus j cap. Doesn't matter, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
That is matter of our choice. So this will never pose a problem for us. I will just write it as u j cap and done. Velocity vector, I have to write maybe one thing. For velocity also no k cap component, only I cap and j cap. We can write that way. But even then, let us see what result do we get here. I want to eliminate velocities in order to get relation between x and y. Can we eliminate the velocity or not? We have to check that first. M into vx I cap plus vy j cap minus u along j cap, let us say. This is equal to q into xb I cross k
Minus j, sir.
minus, and y cross b
J,
j cross k
J cross k. I, sir. I.
minus x.
It will
It
be
is
I.
I cap, and the other one is
Minus
j cap minus b into x I cap plus y
J cap.
j cap. Now take I cap component together.
Q will be minus
yb minus
xp.
bx I cap, and next is
Minus we can take common.
minus
Qxp
x b into q
plus by.
plus b
by.
y along j cap, and this side we have just m into vx along I cap and m into vy minus u along
J cap.
j cap. This is the situation, let us say. Our aim is to eliminate vx and vy here, so that we can get relation between x and y. One thing is sure, if they are giving vx and vy, we can get x and y. If they give position vector x and y, can we get vx and vy?
We can get
I think we can get that also, right? If they give x and y, we can get
all are known, sir. X and
No.
B, Q, V.
All are known to us. Right, only. One thing is there that is confusing me slightly now. Position vector, if I give you any position vector, let us say random position vector, we should not be able to get velocity according to the random position vector. But this equation seems to suggest that whatever position vector you give me, I will give a corresponding velocity for that. How they are doing that? It is not possible, right? Because for some values of x and y, this equation should not be satisfying. it should not give us any value of v and x, vx and vy. Why we are getting for any value of x and y? I'm not understanding. Because we clearly know if it is following a spiral path, it's a well-defined path.
Some path defined.
If I choose some point here, then on this equation should not satisfy, but it seems to be satisfying for any value. Maybe this u is also there. This will create a problem, I think so.
Yes, sir. But only I'm
X
saying,
into
sir,
b
it
cube
depends
plus
on
b.
you also.
It depends on you. If I take u, means if I change u also, then obviously we can achieve that.
Yes.
But for a fixed value of u, we will not be able to equate these equations for random values, right? Right only. Okay, then it is main thing is if we know u or if we know x and y, then we can get
Vx and Vy.
one more vx and vy. One more equation we have already. Speed equation, vx square plus vy square that we got last time. What was that? Vx square plus vy square. Under the root, that is the final speed, which is equal to u into e raised to power minus b into what was that?
B into
Theta by
theta by mb alpha.
mb alpha. Theta by mb alpha. This equation also we have here. And one more I'm thinking thing here, which is v, right? I think I have to try it myself separately first, then only I can discuss it. I have maybe one possibility is we can take along the r cap and perpendicular to r cap. Time is not sufficient now, so it will take I think more time thinking on it. Time is already over, so we can end it now. And if I do myself, then I will let you know. Evening today, you tell what you want.
We'll practice.
Pathfinder questions you can do yourself, or I think we have done enough questions already. Plenty of questions. In fact, Pathfinder objectives also we have done. So if you do those questions which we have taken in the class, those also you do properly, and previous society questions, and maybe few other questions of Pathfinder if you can attempt. Okay, then that will be enough, I think so. Do yourself, right?
Okay, sir.
We'll
Fine then. Let us end it.